Pyoung Ahn Sam Dan is the third of the peace and safety forms, similar to the Pin-an kata used in Shotokan karate and other karate systems. This form has been modified by our Suhojuno influence, so you'll notice a number of techniques that correlate and match up with some of the Oshijido techniques that you've been learning. I'm going to break down the form into the three respective sections, and I'll cue you. I'll let you know where your respective level of the curriculum stops. You guys are welcome to train more of the material, just being mindful of where your respective requirements are and be prepared to be assessed on that material. So Pyoung Ahn Sam Dan starts with our feet together, hands in front position that we start. Hands up above the head, feet and hands go apart at the same time. Nice tight fist shape, roll the hands past the ears in front of the belt. We're going to look, protect our face and our body with our left elbow as we turn. Our attack is in this direction, so we're going to execute our middle block, make sure your blocking shape is coming down. Nice tight fist, and the knuckles not up, but rather here. We're going to bring our heels together first. A lot of my weight is inclined on my left leg. I'm going to close the door by pivoting my hip and driving in a gongsu style low punch. I'm going to shift my hips to my left, middle block, and again a gongsu punch from my left hand. Probably easier to see on this side as I come across, my hand shape starts here. I'm not going to make that traditional ready hand shape. I'm going to bring it against my shoulder and chest area the same way we do for gongsu. Look over the shoulder, protect my face right here. You see my right foot is heel up. I'm going to collapse that to the inside to get the proper back stance distance, rotate the hips and bring the block down. Other than that, on this side, we're executing the same style movements. The right hand protects the face as the left foot goes out. I'm going to keep the shoulder nice and loose here, rotating into a downward to this middle block. Dodge by getting your body completely out of the way, covering down. My left arm is still bent. I'm going to execute a spear hand into this step. This is the termination point, or the stopping point, for all of our white tigers. Red Phoenix and higher, carrying on from here. We're going to twist the hand so the thumb comes down, tuck it underneath like I'm carrying a football. Bring my left hand around in a high block. My weight stays to my right leg as I execute Iksu punch. I'm going to shift my weight into horse stance and execute a hammer fist, clearing my center line. Feet together, again rotating hip and shoulder. Front stance punch. Make sure you don't overturn. It's very common here. After striking one, strike with the elbow two, execute to this low block. I'm going to look over the left shoulder. You see my heel is up here. I'm going to switch. Bring my heel down. I'm catching right now, so my forearms cross in front of my forehead. My knuckles are here, grabbing onto my opponent's attack. I turn my hands to the front, so thumbs go to the outside. Then I bring my hands to my shoulder position, no wider, and then fold from the elbows down to the hips. This position is stopping point for Red Phoenix. The balance of the form is for our black dragons and black tigers. So we're going to use small hip circle for a full moon kick, touch the knee, execute a horse stance. And just like I'm doing triangle striking, I'm going to block with my elbow. So my triangle striking shape would be like so, but my hand's position is here, two knuckles on my belt. Looking over my front shoulder, I'm going to come back and execute a high block. And then a Sangsu style curved hammer fist back to the front. Hands come to here, and we repeat that pattern. On this, the third iteration, the hammer fist stays out. We bring the feet together and keep my hand in my center line. I chain with the ready hand, front stance punch. Feet together, come to the shoulder, elbow again in my center line. Same hand applies a back fist. We're going to look right and then left. Feet together as I turn. My left elbow comes straight behind me. My right hand is going to turn. Now make sure your striking lines are the same. Don't fold the elbow behind. Make sure you're targeting the same direction. Look over your shoulder. Left foot to right knee as we skip. Brush the hand directly past the body, simultaneously punching. And again, you can see I'm not angling behind. Both of my strikes match in direction. It's very common to return with the incorrect foot here. Make sure you use your left as you come back to your ready position. Pyoung Ahn Sam Dan.